I love this team. I love how they're playing. They're focused. The one thing I'm concerned about is just the size on the roster. You know, you think about Embiid, you think about Williams coming back.
Coming off a 19-point game the other night. Ball gets tipped. Durant has it. Simmons, the drive, and it's good from the outside. Field. Ingram. Kyrie with the defensive play. And now the Nets are moving, 3-on-1 developing. O'Neal lob it up. Put down by Simmons. And the Nets are on the board.
Tough pass there by Barton. It's a lob from Irving to Ben Simmons, and Unseld Jr. calls time.
Here's Irving, bouncing to the corner for O'Neal. O'Neal dumps it to Simmons, who finishes, plus the foul.
Wanted to get that fourth foul, like you said, Drew. Irving. Nice feed to Ben Simmons underneath.
Harris puts it on the deck inside. Back out to Harris and to Simmons for the reverse. Easy bucket for Ben Simmons. 9 straight points now for Brooklyn.
3 for 3 from 3. O'Neal shovels, Simmons slams. 7 points for Simmons in his first half.
Here's Simmons. Blocked by Pirtle. But a goaltend.
Nets scored 46 in the first quarter. And then 45 in the second quarter as Ben Simmons adds to it.
See Kristaps Porzingis get double teamed. Where are the cutters coming from? Give him a line of sight where he can see his teammates.
Yeah, right there. Corey Kispert did a great job of doing just that.
Durant to Ben Simmons.
Travel.
Simmons taking his time and getting the up and under lay.
And Alvin Gentry, who left there.
Yes, good call.
You have Luke Walton, Willie Green. I guess when you win a lot of championships, that happens.
Ben Simmons' little floater is good. Observations 3D. What do you got for this second half? Is this full podcast mode, or are you seeing something specific as Simmons gets a nice feed from Claxton?
Yes, the Brooklyn Nets are handling their business.
Is that enough size to make a deep run with this Brooklyn team? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, because tonight Durant's having his way playing the 5 tonight. Oh, Ben Simmons with the wow.
Big Ben going strong.
Lead feed for Simmons. Simmons takes it to the rim. He got hugged. Makes it home, and a foul on Booker.
I like that. I like that.
Scoops it up, finds Simmons. Tough. Great defense.
Great defense.
Curry matched up with Johnson on the perimeter, gives up his dribble. Simmons will get a touch with 8 to shoot. Durant comes to the ball, 2-man game. Simmons, hard drive and finish. Ben Simmons, aggressive, going to the hole. High screen Simmons, Durant gives up his dribble. Simmons one-on-one with Anunoby. Simmons, floater, good. On display, the second chance points is ridiculous. 27-4. That's a 23-point differential. Up top, Simmons finishes on the alley-oop feed from Kyrie Irving.
Have not been back on the floor together since. The ramp back in for the Nets with O'Neal, as well as Simmons banks it in with the left-hand turnaround.
There's Ben Simmons flashing middle. He hits the right-hand hook shot.
It's the only place he can score, CM.
3-point range. Irving to Simmons. And flips it up and in. Jacques Vaughn called him the ultimate teammate. Early on, he's been more like the ultimate scorer here for Brooklyn. Ben's got to be aggressive right here. Simmons. And that is the kind of force that Jacques Vaughn talked to us about.
Jeremy not having scored here in the second half. Simmons spins and scores against Collins.
But here's the thing. Where's the desperation for Brooklyn? Both of these teams, we talked about struggling coming into the night, going backwards. In Phoenix, they've shown that. Nice move there by Simmons.
That was. Has put in his first 2 offerings from distance with 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons off the triple-double. In to Saric. Got it. Foul. Send him to the line. So here comes a hard-charging Simmons who went up Biombo met him up there. Curry's got it, and Simmons will finish.
You know, they play hard, they play with effort. It's not like some other teams at the bottom of the league. Our guys just, you know, have trouble on any given night just finding a way to get it done.
Morris guarded by Branham. Oh, I thought he'd take it to it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I thought he would try to use that big, all that size.
They're patient. It gets Ben Simmons a dunk.
He's now 5 for 10 from the field. Raptors down by 4. Simmons right to the rim. Largest lead for Brooklyn. It's 6.
Curry ahead to Simmons. Ben Simmons right to the basket again, and this one off the glass and good.
37 tonight. Watanabe chased off the line. And then the dunk. Comes up with it. Get number 41 assist, Matty D. Simmons gets to the bucket.
And that's what you demand. That's the standard you set for guys.
Simmons is muscling his way in.
Van Vliet's made 2 beat the shot clock shots so far.
Shot doesn't go, and Simmons with a putback.
You think about Fred, right? You know, part of the reason why you're able to go 4 and 4 without Pascal, as Simmons gets to the rim, is because of the play of Fred.
Droughts offensively, right? The Raptors' inability. And Simmons.
Need a timeout here. Yep.
I wish he had that coat yesterday.
I would have been rocking. Yeah, get one.
Trent Jr. has it knocked away. Simmons. 10-0 run now. Jack may show up there with that. Here's Patty Mills. Stumps it off. That ends the run. Winners will be featured later in the broadcast. And of course, it's that time of the year as well. I'm sure there'll be some festive photos, Jack.
Sure.
And Simmons right at the iron. Sends it to KD, guarded by OG. Kicks it now to O'Neal. Out of that timeout, Simmons, see, that's, you know, right in there, 5 feet and in.
Kevin Durant with the basketball. Simmons, a hook off the high glass.
Threat to go big. And you know what? He's done nice in some of these one-on-one matchups, like with Luka when he was here. Tonight, we'll see what he can do with Durant.
Simmons looking for a shot, hooks and hits.
Durant, nice pass. Simmons soars to the rim and lays it off the window and in. Curry blocked by Nance, put back by Simmons. Good effort by Ben Simmons.
Simmons was perfect from the field, 5 of 5 in the first half. He had 12 points, and he's 6 of 6.
Here's Simmons. It could have easily been an offensive foul, no whistle, and Simmons gets the basket.
Ben Simmons playing in his 15th game. 5 straight double-figure games. He's got 6 because he's got 16 points. He's perfect from the field.
But there are a lot of adversity in being a professional athlete, in particular, not particularly, a professional basketball player.
Averaging 5 points, 4 assists. Simmons, and he'll count it. More area, Durant and Jalen Smith. In the post, Simmons against Smith. Little right-handed hook. He's got 12. He's guarding Halliburton. Halliburton launches, and it's missed and rebounded by Claxton. Simmons has played really well the last 5 games, and he drives it to the basket. Did not play at all last year. Durant finds Simmons in the lane.
But if you notice, he shot that right hand.
Was able to recover the loose ball. There was a little coming together. Now Durant driving, stopping underneath, and it is Simmons who is given that opportunity.
Hart is a good playmaker. Averaged over 4 assists last year with Portland. As Simmons gets inside.
Simmons ambidextrous at 6'10".
Said it is about the vertical and horizontal alignment of trust. And he said that starts with him. And he said over the summer, he didn't really look at much tape or stats.
They're rolling right now. 5
Don't forget, American Express halftime coming up as Simmons throws it down on the lob. Nice setup by Seth Curry.
They don't want to double because of his passing ability. Ben Simmons may actually have a better chance. And that is a good drive by Simmons.
The Utah Food Bank making a difference. That's built for a crowd.
You know, Mike's so savvy. He could have gone outside for a three-point opportunity, but they go rookie to rebuild his confidence.
And Irving able to save the rebound. Here come the Nets. Nets 4-3 on second halves of back-to-backs this season. Simmons banks it in. The first basket of the game is brought to you by...
Or he's getting second shots off misses.
Oh, looked like a player. Looked like Ben Simmons was just parked in the paint. There was no whistle on that slow release.
Irving the other way. It's a 1-on-3. Get out! But right to Ben Simmons, who scores for the first time in our ball game.
Played KD a lot, and his shot making has been important for Miami. 4 for 4 now from the field for Hayward.
Simmons hits a short hook. Here's Simmons. Reluctant to shoot. He'd much rather dish. Working against Butler. He does shoot and score.
69-66, and Okongwu got one, and then Collins nearly blocked another.
Actually, that was a pass.
For Powell, 4 players in double figures for Ty Lue. Pocket pass to Simmons, floater en route. Ben Simmons just his second shot.
They cut it to 8. Here's Simmons against Forrest. Ben bumps, turns, and hits.
The first time he actually looked to take a little short jump shot.
He created space.
Great to see John locked in early. Simmons on the turn and score.
Caught JC peeking a little bit.
Claxton lobs it in to KD. Has Murray defensively. The lob underneath to Simmons.
And this is going to be tricky.
And a turnover. Nets push. Kyrie to Simmons.
Sharp with the screen. O'Neal picked up by Conchar. Durant over the top, tic-tac-toe passing, and Simmons throws it down.
To guard the right man at the right time. Simmons backing in on Mobley. Chris puts it up and puts it in.
Grizzlies led at 39-34 after one quarter, but the Nets have found their offensive footing, and Ben Simmons now with 6.
Plays through Claxton, gets it back. Simmons puts it on the floor, a sky hook, he drops it in.
Simmons to Harris with Curry, Irving, and Watanabe. Nice pass by Irving to Utah. Good cut by Ben Simmons. That's really nice ball.
That time Kobe got his head turned that time and not.
4 for 7. Nets are 4 for 10. Durant the slip. Claxton lob. Simmons. Well executed.
Yep. That's the one way you're going to slow him down on the offensive end is make him play defense.
Give and go. Simmons and Irving work that excellent. It's a second Simmons basket.
Simmons was grimacing a little bit, holding his surgically repaired back a moment ago. Gets it inside, and it's a different kind of pain for Milwaukee on that bucket by Simmons.
Maybe some smaller guards can be quick of foot like that and not bite on the hesitation and back up a few feet. But that's something special about Jeremy. Oh, good pass. That's a good play.
Blazers up 11. Harris toys with the dribble, gets it back from Simmons. He'll rotate to the cup and lay it in on a reverse.
Yeah, that's what Joe Harris does. You don't want to let him get an open look.
Here's Harris. Check by Nurkic. In deep. Ben Simmons on the post-up. Turns and lays it in. Brooklyn with the board, and here comes O'Neal. Late coming into the picture is Simmons with a Euro-Aussie step to lay it in with a scoop. Here come the Nets. Two birds rain down on Simmons. Yeah, good ball movement. Simmons throws it down. Inside, outside. The Richmond's had their first child. Remember today, we got the news from Jason Quick before the ball game, and we got the okay from Mike. Here comes Ben Simmons with it. Slants in, turns, high hook, a flat shot, rolling off the iron and in. Are you okay?
I'm good. I don't like to lose, so I'm a little upset.
Up top, Ben Simmons. What a setup. Durant clears it away. Another offensive rebound.
Up ahead, Simmons gets behind D'Anthony Martin, missed it, then makes it. And he says,
to that point, in the first meeting in November, without Embiid and Harden, Harris was the go-to option. He had 24 points in that game. Here's Simmons looking to attack, and he scores with that jump hook.
Last 2 minutes. So a lot of the zone Saturday night. Simmons springs free, and Durant playing playmaker as well.
It went from 10 at halftime to 9 at the end of 3. Here's Simmons again, attacking and scoring. Here's Irving, 18 points on 8 shots from the floor. Drives and hits Simmons. Gets into the paint and gets the bounce. So Ben Simmons depends on, whether you want to be true to the position.
I voted him first team and I got to be honest with you. If Simmons finally gets it done, I think they should vote the best 5 players regardless of position.
Here's Simmons with 3 seconds to go. Head of steam, driving the lane, gets the shot off. It's good and 1. A chance at a 3-point play. Simmons is already 2 for 2.
They blitz Durant. O'Neal, kick. Duke drive, inside, Simmons, +1. Chance at a 3-point play and a pretty setup. Simmons, drive and kick. Durant, he got Finney-Smith off balance, pocket pass for the layup. Ben Simmons. They look for early offense. Simmons in a post-up opportunity against Dinwiddie. Floater is good. Ben Simmons. First basket of the game brought to you by Hyundai.
Everybody out on the perimeter right now for the Nets. They've opened up the court. Mills on the drive and the drop off to Simmons. Durant. And the putback, Simmons.
Not sure you should chatter with Durant. I think you're better off just letting that one ride.
Yeah. Miami doesn't turn the ball over very often. They play at a slower pace.
Bridges, nice find. Ben Simmons on the finish. C.J. Washington, our officiating crew. Simmons a steal right out of the gate. Simmons down the middle, takes it strong. Ben Simmons with the finger roll. Rough loss to the Knicks, 113-89 on Wednesday night. Durant, ball fake, bounce. Simmons underneath. Nice chemistry between KD and Ben 10. Mr. Whammy obviously just played a large role, so there could be a correlation. Harris on the dribble drive. Simmons trying to clean it up. He does. Ben Simmons in the right spot to get the deuce. It's been all Ben.
Irving. It's Harris. 2 to shoot. Extra pass. Simmons finishes.
I feel that. I feel that.
Do you do grocery shopping in this quick trip home? As the foul goes against Memphis.
Take a look at this. And discarding Ben Simmons.
Harris to the hoop. Oh, the put in for Ben Simmons. Cleaning it up. Steven Adams 0 for 5 with free throws tonight. Durant bouncing it inside. Simmons the reverse. Here's Irving spinning around Conchar. Drifting to the corner. Tips for Simmons. Banks it in.
Kevin Durant,
yeah.
It's excellent stuff in terms of efficiency from those individuals.
Simmons back in the game, soaring over Aldama for the bucket. As Aldama makes one of his 2 free throws. Nets up by 3. Simmons turning on the Jets, finishes with the left hand.
Throughout the stretch has been defensively. That's still going to be a factor here against the Grizzlies with how they're able to operate in the post and get to the basket.
Simmons entering the post, wheels around, and he hits. How about that? With 5 points so far tonight. Durant cutting in for Simmons. Oh, man, that was pretty.
Conchar and LaRavia are. You need to know where they're at, but there's been some good ball movement by Memphis.
Floater from Simmons, rolls in. One of the MOs for the Grizzlies, but
used to Ja running through and tossing that down, or Bane.
Not the same. Simmons connects.
Brooklyn has made 7 threes, none for the Bulls, a 21-point difference. This is what we're talking about with the Bulls.
They like where they're headed. They know they need to fill some holes, but
They're going to ride with it. Consistency matters. Nice lead this time.
Than to get Ben Simmons back to who he was. And now maybe with a little bit less pressure, you can see that. I love that move.
Man, that's
what we're talking about. Should have been able to shake it off, and that is on him. But to say they didn't make him the scapegoat just wouldn't be accurate.
Simmons in a little trouble. Now Simmons one-on-one with Antetokounmpo, and Simmons gets to the rim.
There's a lot of game left.
Yep. Irving. Simmons hooks it up and gets the roll. Ben Simmons now in double figures. Here's O'Neal shoveling it out to Claxton. Good find. Simmons banks it in. And the Nets control. Here's Simmons to the hook. Oh, baby! Ben in his bag. Kevin Durant on the bench. Kyrie Irving back in. Simmons, the offensive rebound. Another chance here for Brooklyn. Here's Warren. Back to Simmons on the reverse. About a 7-second difference. Game and shot clock. Warren. This time going to drive it. Warren follows it up. And Simmons is there for the follow. 7th in the league in three-point shooting percentage. Here is Simmons all the way in for the easy two.
Finney Smith feeds Ben Simmons for the lay-in right there.
Great ball movement.
Simmons going to work. And the right hook.
And last couple of weeks.
And there's positive exposure and there's negative exposure. But nonetheless, you're now able to have a better assessment of where guys are at.
Simmons with a slam dunk. And on the feed from O'Neal.
Curry did not score in the first game against Indiana, did not play in the second game back in October, and that's missed, but followed by Simmons.
Watanabe to Simmons. And Mills comes away from the pack. It's always interesting with this lineup to see the rebounding as Simmons finishes inside. So a couple of buckets inside, and in transition is where he can get his points.
Like we've come to expect from him.
And even with all the attention that he draws defensively, he still led Eurobasket in scoring. Simmons on the break takes it in and lays it home with the right hand.